Good morning, Lincoln. We're back with another episode of the Lincoln Sports Zone. I'm Olivia Doyle.
And I'm Landon Shear.
Landon, how are you feeling about freshman basketball coming to a close?
You know, obviously it sucks. I had a really good group of guys that I got to hang out with all year, but not being able to hang out with them is kind of the biggest thing that I got to remove from.
Yeah, for sure. Well, unfortunately, our main event is the ending of the boys basketball season. The 20-4 Lions battling the 18-7 Newark Eagles last night at Watkins Memorial High School.
Leading scorers for the Lions were Xavier Rogers with 9 points, KJ Renaud with 8, and Brandon Ivory with 6.
Congrats, guys, on a great season, finishing 20-5 and winning the OCC championship for a 4th straight year.
We do want to take a moment and tell you how the Lions reached last night's game against Newark. On Friday, they battled Independence High School for their last home game of the season.
After a slow first half, the Lions picked up the speed and dominated through the rest of the game, winning 56-33.
KJ Renaud led Gahannon with 11. OCC Player of the Year, Brandon Ivory, added 11. We talked to a few players after the game for some insight.
I felt in the first half we just came out a little slow, a little sluggish. You know, the environment wasn't what we were used to. But in the second half, we definitely picked up the speed and intensity, and that led to a, 22-point win?
As we were just like in a panic mode because they were really like pressing us and getting into us, and I just feel like if we were to like slow down and breathe and like organize offense, we would play way smoother and got better, and we did that the second half.
Congrats again, guys, on winning the 4th straight OCC Ohio championships. We'll have more basketball later in the show. There are a lot of great athletic teams here at Lincoln, and one that is near the top of the list is our girls bowling team. The ladies bowled over their competition on Tuesday to win the district championship by 5 pins over Jonathan Alder. Delaney Rossetti finished 3rd at districts with a 232, Jessica Goldman was 11th with a 542, and Casey Burns with a 531. So, the Lions are headed back to a very familiar place, state, 1 week from tomorrow.
It feels really good, especially after kind of a rough sectionals, but we definitely have a lot of work to do, but I'm feeling really good.
They battled all day. It was a struggle the last couple games, but they fought to the end just like they always do. They did good.
Let's take a look inside the numbers for our girls bowling team. They won the state championship in 2018, 2020, and 2021. They did not finish in the top 8 at state last year. This year, they're led by Delaney Rossetti, who is averaging a 199, and Jessica Goldman with a 175. They're followed by Lisa Holden and Casey Burns. This means that Lincoln will take 5 of the top 16 bowlers in Central Ohio to state next week. Good luck, ladies.
Also, congrats on a successful season to boys bowler Will Gray, who qualified for districts. In a few minutes, we'll jump into the pool with our girls swimming and diving teams at state and look at our other winter sports teams.
But first, we want to take advantage of having our athletic director, Miss Harris, joining us live in the studio.
Keegan Billingham is standing here with Miss Harris.
I have a lot to talk about today.
I do, and Miss Harris is the right person for it. So we get started here. We've had super successful winter sports season. What's kind of the recap of winter as it's winding down?
As you said, very successful. We're getting ready, a couple weeks left. Wrestling will participate in districts this weekend, and then Friday, March 10th is a big day again for our girls bowling team at the state tournament.
Absolutely, and the girls have been there before, so we know they'll perform. So the new construction in the school obviously has been a big topic this whole year, the last year actually. And as you drive by, you can start to see that there's actually a stadium there. They've got the away bleachers up. So what is the progress on that?
The progress has been exciting. Every Friday, Mrs. Williams and I actually have a meeting with the project manager out there just to get an update on what's to come. So as you can see, all the stadium lights are up, visiting bleachers, and they've already started on the home side bleachers too. That's
awesome, and we can't wait for it to be finished. And not only is the football stadium here going to be awesome and the new gym here, but we've got a whole nother sports complex at Blacklick. That is completely, it's almost done. We first had the turf installed. So what's the update on that? I know, what teams are going to be playing there this spring?
Things are really coming together out at Blacklick. It's the Blacklick Athletic Complex. Getting ready to have lacrosse participate out there for the practices and games. Just a few little things that need to be done. The netting for the backstops need to be installed. And then we're just finishing activating the scoreboard. Be ready for that. And then softball, their new home permanently will be at Blacklick, and we're finishing up the fields as we speak.
That's awesome, and we can't wait to see how the spring season goes. Thank you for joining us, and I'll send it back over to Landon and Olivia at the sports desk.
Thanks, guys, and thank you, Ms. Harris, for joining us. Another Lincoln sports team has reason to celebrate. We want to congratulate the girls swimming team for finishing 6th at the state meet over over the weekend in Canton. Marie Belli finished second in the 200 meter and the 100 breaststroke. Congrats, Marie. Here are the top finishes for Lincoln at the state meet.
I would say placing at state felt like hard work paying off, and I think it was really cool because second place was the highest I've placed all 4 years. So not to do that in one but 2 of my events felt great. I would say I spend more time at the pool than school, especially as a senior, and it's really all about consistency and eating well, having a set sleeping schedule, and consistent good practices. The team has worked really hard this season and all around motivated all year, and I'm really proud of us, and we did a really good job.
Switching over to diving, senior Vicki Miller can be proud of an impressive showing at the state diving championships in Canton. Vicki advanced to the state finals round and finished 11th place at state. We spoke with Vicki about the state meet.
I placed higher than I expected I would. I didn't really think that I would make it to finals, so making it to 11th place was a bigger deal for me. I feel a lot better than I did last year because I qualified last year, and I had a better finish than I did last year, and it was a good way to close out my senior year. And it makes me feel better going into college because I feel more prepared and I feel like I have a little bit more experience.
Thanks, Vicki. Have you ever worked so hard at something and had one obstacle in your way?
Well, that's what happened to our junior basketball player, Joseph Bodie.
Joseph was a key contributor to our boys team this year.
Our Skylar Nicholson has the insight on Joseph and his teammates' reactions to this amazing comeback.
Joseph Bodie is a junior at Gahanna Lincoln High School who is on the varsity basketball team. He has a passion for the sport, but something tragic happened that took away his sophomore year of basketball.
I tore my ACL. It was sophomore year, like right before the season. I just stepped wrong, so my leg was locked, and then it just popped. So yeah. I wasn't sad. I was just a little bit. I was a little confused. I felt like because I didn't know what was happening at first. And all the procedures and stuff.
Joseph's devastating injury did not only affect him, but also impacted the team as well.
Joseph's injury, it was just sad. We was in the back gym hooping, and I just saw him went down. We all thought he was going to be okay. And we all thought he was going to be sad, but he still came to the games and just motivating us and just telling us to shoot the shots and be confident and just helping out the team.
Joseph was attacking left, and as he was trying to go up, he landed on his left leg. He landed hard and he tore his ACL. And we could have used him last year, but I mean, he had a big impact on us because we didn't really have that much assist and ball movement. But I mean, we made up for it at the end of the season off well.
Joseph's injury might have set him back last season, but he shows no signs of slowing down, and his contributions to the team is very impactful this season.
Him being back now, he is low-key a little bit step slower, but he's getting his game back and it's helping us a lot on the offensive end. That's how he penetrates a lot and kicks and dish. He gets everybody open, which is what a point guard's supposed to do.
I'm just happy my point guard is back. He loves swinging the ball to me, and he loves being aggressive, and his defense is just amazing. Be hacking sometimes, but he always got that energy, and he shoots the ball and just be confident and swings the ball.
I bring a lot of positivity and just playing hard and just giving it all I got.
And his hard work paid off. He's back and better than ever, and the boys varsity basketball team is looking to make a run in the state tournament this year. This is Skylar Nicholson in the Zone.
Thanks, Skylar. Unfortunately, the girls' basketball season is also over. They lost a tough one to Marysville last week to end their season, but they can also be proud of winning the OCC Championship Ohio for the 4th straight year. And one of the key contributors was freshman Hayden Hall. We sent our own Hall, Olivia, to get a recap from Hayden.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined here with freshman basketball player Hayden Hall. So you guys have just won your 4th OCC title, and you had a winning record this season. What does this mean to you?
It means a lot. We worked really hard throughout the season, and one of our goals was to win OCCs, and accomplishing it meant a lot to the team and everyone else.
And being a freshman on varsity, what was your favorite memory this season?
I think my favorite memory was winning OCCs and being able to cut the net down.
And looking forward to next year, what are you most excited about for the new season?
Next year, I'm excited to get some of our players back who are injured this year and hopefully get some new people who will be freshmen next year.
Good luck next season, and I'll send it back to the sports desk.
Thanks, Hayden. Olivia, we have someone else joining us in the studio today.
Yes, we do. Mackenzie, what news do you have for us today?
I have a lot of news for you guys. Let's jump right into it. While some Lincoln sports seasons have ended, a few others have big weekends ahead. 6 Lincoln wrestlers will be competing at this weekend's districts. They are Cademan Clark at 113 pounds, Musa Jola at 120, Jaden Sanchez at 126, Charlie Foster at 138, Javon Lewis at 175, and heavyweight Griffin Flushy at heavyweight. Our own Lila Scott spoke with freshman Cademan Clark.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with varsity wrestler Cademan Clark. How's your season been going so far?
It's going really good. I'm 29-14 right now, so I could be doing better, but overall I'm happy with my record.
How did sectionals go for you guys this weekend?
They went really good. We had a lot of guys place, a lot of guys qualify for districts. I'm pretty happy with how I did. I got 4th place.
So what are some goals and how are you preparing for districts?
Some goals is by next year I want to make states, and we're preparing for districts by we're conditioning a lot. We're doing a lot of time lifts, which helps muscular endurance. It helps stamina. It helps overall strength.
That's really good. So you're one of the only freshmen on varsity. How's that been so far, and how are the guys treating you?
They tease me a lot, but it's been good because being around the older guys and watching them wrestle is giving me experience, and it helps me in my matches because I can see what they do. And I can copy it.
Good luck with the rest of your season.
Thank you.
Let's send it back to the sports desk.
Thanks, Lila and Cademan. The indoor state track meet is Saturday at Spire Institution in Geneva, Ohio, which is just east of Cleveland. 8 boys will compete for Gahanna, along with some girls. I went out to talk to some of the athletes about how they were feeling about heading into states.
For me personally, this is just a stepping stone into outdoor season. I've been preparing somewhat for states, but it hasn't been my main focus. The team overall, I think we're in the direction that we're gonna win if all the points align.
Thanks, and good luck to all. Being an intense week for boys track and having high expectations for states coming up, the boys seem to handle the pressure well. They recently broke a school record and are hoping to accomplish even more this weekend. Our Genesis Penn slowed down track captain Ramiro Wells long enough for an interview. Here they are.
Hey, thanks. I'm here with indoor track captain Ramiro Wells. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really good.
Well, at your most recent meet in Ashland, you PR'd in 3 different events, and you're now the school record holder for the indoor long jump. How did it feel finding that out?
It felt really amazing, you know, like a stress reliever. We worked really hard for that, me and Coach Johnson, and I feel like it really paid off.
Well, you and many of your other teammates are now qualified for states. What are y'all doing as a team to prepare?
We've been training really hard these past couple of weeks, hitting it really hard for the indoor state championship and upcoming for outdoor, getting really prepared.
Well, this being your senior year and once again going to states, what are your goals and what would you like to accomplish?
My goal personally is to win long jump and win all the relays that I'm in to help my team as much as I can.
Well, good luck to you and your team. Let's send it back to the sports desk.
Well, guys, that's all the sports I have for today. Back to Olivia and Landon at the sports desk.
Thanks, Mackenzie. Every year, high school athletic programs lose senior athletes to graduation.
With such a large responsibility to take on, the current senior class has really had to step it up.
Our very own Hudson Schulman went to see just how they're doing that. Here's Hudson.
At Gahanna Lincoln High School, varsity sports are something to take pride in. With lots of past and current success, the way is paved for future athletes. That can be attributed to the leadership from senior athletes.
I think leadership affects team chemistry because leaders kind of set the tone for the rest of the team and the team chemistry. So having a good attitude and trying to keep everyone's spirits up affects the team just because they follow in your footsteps. So if you have a good attitude, everyone else will too.
Obviously, there was a big void to fill in the basketball team. After last year, we lost 7 seniors, 5 of them all started. So we had no, returning starters or anything. So I play, kind of the veteran role on the team, kind of the old head role on the team.
This rite of passage is a large responsibility to undertake. Some might back down, but others step up to the challenge.
Being a leader is amazing because you get to be someone that the other kids get to look up to. Underclassmen are going to be watching you to see what you're going to be doing and what you're going to be doing as a leader.
It's very important to learn what you need to do as a leader. But more importantly, it's important to learn how to build off the leadership of others.
Last year's seniors and captains helped us a lot. I think they spoke up for a lot of our bigger issues in the cheer program, and a lot of change was made. So this year it was easy to step up into a leadership position just by the changes they had started and the changes they had put in motion. So following them was easy, but filling their shoes was a big shoe to fill.
It can be hard to take the steps as teammates that past leaders have taken, but somehow, someone will step up.
I can make them grow up quicker, so they can mature, and so we can compete at a high level now, which we're doing. So the young guys have had to grow up a little quicker than you would like, but it's kind of the role we were forced to take with all those seniors leaving.
Losing teammates to graduation can be very hard, but leadership finds who it needs.
Just being a leader for this team, it feels great. I lead the way some games. Sometimes it's another player, sometimes it's another person. But to take charge when the team needs me, I'm always there for those moments. And to do that in front of all my family and friends back home, it feels really great.
The support of loved ones can give seniors the drive to lead, a drive which won't soon slow down. This is Hudson Schulman in the Zone.
Thanks, Hudson. Every spring, the baseball teams take to the field.
Well, it seems to be nice outside most of this week. The weather outside in February always makes it difficult for our spring sports teams to practice.
Yet, our baseball team is working out indoors in preps for an upcoming trip to Florida to open their season.
Our Owen Ontuko has the story.
The baseball team is gearing up for a great season, and that comes with their preseason workouts.
I really like the high school workouts because I get to hang out with my friends. It's a great time to do after school. It keeps me active. I get to hang out with my guys, hang out with the boys. The workouts are kind of light, but it's just fun interacting. We get the work done. We know exactly what we have to do and exactly what we got to do.
Baseball is like a summer sport. Basically, not being able to get out there in the winter, being able to come here kind of just helps us.
The workouts have helped the younger players get seen by coaches. It has also helped the upperclassmen work on their swings.
Fundamentals, I really try to work on getting my hands straight to the ball because I feel like I had a bad habit of dropping my hands and my hands are in the zone for too long. It's just a slow swing. So I really try to work on getting my hands straight to the ball, straight at it. Quick hands, that's how you hit baseballs.
The workouts can be limited and always work around the weather, but it's up to the players to use their time wisely.
My mindset is to get it done. We only have an hour in here. We can't waste a second. And even when we're out in the field, you got to go 100%.
Well, basically what we're doing here is we're coming over to D-bat, getting better on a Saturday morning, coming here to get some cuts in, see people, there was people over in the batting cages. We've got people over here taking, soft toss, tee work. We're really just here to get better. Really our objective.
With baseball season coming up, one player on the team has high expectations for himself and his team.
Baseball right now, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling ready, amped up for the season. It's about game time, about to start in March, go down to Florida, give them the work, all of that. Win the OCC. This is what we on this year. We're on a straight villain arc time.
The baseball team has their goals set and eyes on the postseason run. This is Ononko in the Zone.
We'd like to end today with our Players of the Week.
And this week's winners are a whole bunch of students and coaches.
Our Players of the Week are the Gahanna Special Olympians and their coaches, who teamed up for a fun basketball game this week.
On Sunday, athletes here at Lincoln went out and played a basketball game with our GSO athletes, raising money and having a wonderful time.
This was just one of the many ways we as a sports community in Gahanna are showing inclusivity.
So, as we say goodbye today, we want to show you some of Sunday's basketball game.
Good luck to our boys basketball team, boilers, wrestlers, and indoor track athletes this week.
Thanks for watching, and as always,
Go Lions!